Lueroi's Pokemon Crystal Walkthrough, Part 30. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Pokemon Crystal version. In the last video, we made our way through the ice path all the way here to Blackthorn City. So, yeah, a few things to check out here. Not a ton to do, but let's go ahead and read our sign, which we always do. Blackthorn City, a quiet mountain retreat. Yeah, I wouldn't mind living here in Blackthorn. Not too bad of a place. Go inside this house right here, and there's this really dumb trade where you can give away a Dragonair. Female Dragonair in particular for a Dodrio. Now, Doduo and Dodrio can't be found until the after game, but it's super hard to get a Dragonair anyways, so it's just kind of a toss-up. If you want to spend a bunch of time to get a Dragonair, just to get a Dodrio, it's probably not worth your time. You should probably just go get a Doduo later on. But if you really want to do it, whatever. The Dodrio is going to have a smoke ball attached, which can help you run away from wild battles. There's another way to get the smoke ball later on, so don't make that the reason that you train up a Dratini to get a Dragonair. Yeah, pretty tough Pokemon to get your hands on. So I guess it is a good trade. It's a rare Pokemon for a rare Pokemon, but anyways, let's go inside the mart here. I did sell off some items off screen, but since this is the last city here in Johto, you're gonna find that we have kind of really good items, all the max stuff, max repels. I'll probably come back and buy some of those later. But yeah, just expect a lot of the top tier, most expensive items. So yeah, I don't need to buy anything right now. I'm pretty good on items. If you go down in here, you're gonna find the move deleter's house, and you might actually be wanting to go pay this guy a visit, particularly if you have Cut or something on one of your Pokemon. So you can delete HMs from your team. So if I wanted to, for instance, I could go on to my Sunny and say, hey, I don't want Cut on you anymore. I want to make room for Sludge Bomb or something. So I could do that. Now, honestly, I'm just going to keep Cut on him. It's going to be annoying having to switch out just to cut down a random tree. A lot of times you find them in the middle of a route and it's hard to backtrack, so I'll just hold on to it. It's not like I really need to use Sludge Bomb that bad on my Sunflora, so I'll just live with having Cut on him for now. No big deal. Anyways, let's loop around up top. We don't need to go into this house, but I want to talk to this guy over here because if you're playing on a Saturday, he's gonna appear and give you an item, and I always make sure to set my game clock to the right dates for these guys. The gym is gonna be blocked off, so you can go ahead and talk to this guy. He's gonna say, I am sorry, Claire, our gym leader, entered the Dragon's Den behind the gym. So yeah, you can't get into the Dragon's Den until you beat the gym leader, Claire, and that's where she's hiding, in the Dragon's Den. So what the hell do you do? Yeah, this would drive you crazy if you weren't paying attention to the portion where you're supposed to go to Goldenrod City to the radio tower. But yeah, this whole area is going to be a dead end essentially in Blackthorn until we defeat Team Rocket over there. So I keep putting that off, I know. I'm going to continue to put it off in this video. Let's talk to this guy. It's Santos, and it's Saturday, which means that I'm Santos of Saturday, you can have this. It's a spell tag. The spell tag is an item that's going to boost up your ghost type moves by 10%, which is excellent for my Cosmo, Umbreon, who I'm using Shadow Ball on. And when it's all said and done with all the boosts that are kind of baked in, I get the 12.5% boost from beating Morty, the ghost type, and this item right here that I'll attach to Cosmo is going to boost it up another 10%, so all the math said and done, it's going to put Shadow Ball at a 99 base power, which is pretty good. It's as good as you can get on a bite or a feint attack on your Umbreon if you were running a dark type move instead. The reason I kind of wound up with this moveset is because I got my happiness up really high, so I never got bite on my Eevee, and it's kind of too late. I got confused right at level 30. But let's say you are using dark type moves on your Umbreon, and you still want to find an item to boost it up 10% so that you can also get a 99 base power dark type move. Well, here's what you got to do. South of Blackthorn is Route 45, the mountain road ahead is what it says. It doesn't even tell you where you go to, so we'll cover all that area in a little bit. It's not very forgiving. As soon as you hop down, you're trapped, so let's start with the cave instead and take it one step at a time. This is going to bring us back into the dark cave. We were here a couple videos ago messing around, finding items, making sure that we had to do anything possible to prevent us from going to the Team Rocket headquarters, which is what we're doing again in today's video. Anytime we have our Hoot Hoot with us, you know that we're just messing around, guys. So let's go spray some super repels in here. Of course, like any other cave, there are endless amounts of Zubats, and I don't want to deal with that for even 1 second. There are some Pokemon here in the water too, nothing of note. However, on land, you are going to be able to find Wobbuffet on this side of the dark cave, strictly on the Blackthorn side. That's a very rare Pokemon that you can only obtain by buying it in the Goldenrod department store otherwise. You can also find Ursaring, the fully evolved Pokemon that I have on my team, on this side of the cave. Right here is a Revive. Yeah, you can find Teddy Ursa on the side at the beginning of the game, and then at the very end, you can find the evolved form Ursaring. So yeah, if you're that lazy and don't want to train one up, you can just grab one here, I guess. Grab it. This item right here, it's TM13, which teaches Snore, a move that will do damage while you're asleep, so another thing you can pair with Rest. Yeah, which I just don't recommend. Anyways, if you jump over this ledge right here, you're going to be stuck on the Violet City side, so make sure you have Fly or something to get yourself back if you accidentally go down there. Of course, if it's an accident, maybe it's too late for you. Sorry about it. It's really tough to get back, by the way, without Fly. Anyways, let's go ahead and surf up here next. There is one more item I want to grab. I mentioned an item that's going to boost up your Dark-type moves. So if you're running Bite or Feint Attack on your Umbreon, you can get it up to a 99 base power with the same type attack bonus, and a pair of the Black Glasses, which you can obtain by talking to this guy at the very end of the cave. Yeah, he's just wearing the black glasses in the middle of the dark cave, can't see a single thing. It says, "Whoa, you startled me there, I had my black glasses on. Didn't notice you at all. Even though I'm using Flash, which lights up the whole room, he still can't see me. I guess that's how you know it's not a knockoff pair of black glasses. This is the real thing." And he says, "What am I doing here? Hey, don't worry about it. I'll give you a pair of black glasses. So just forget you saw me, okay?" So yeah, who knows what kind of sketchy nonsense this guy's up to, wearing his black glasses in the middle of a dark cave, but he's gonna give you a pair. I guess he just has extra pairs because he's still wearing the black glasses on his face there, so whatever. We don't need to question this guy. It's part of the written contract that he's making me sign right now. But yeah, the black glasses are going to boost up your Dark-type moves by 10%, which is awesome if you have them. Of course, I opted for Shadow Ball as my main attack, mostly because it's a physical attack rather than a special attack. Let's use Dig to get out of here, because yeah, we always have that as an option, and I might as well make the most of it before I replace this with Earthquake in a few videos. So this will bring us back to Route 45. This is kind of a complicated route because there are multiple paths that you have to go down, and you have to work your way back up each time to check them all out. So we'll start on the very right side, if that makes it a little bit easier, and we'll fight this guy first. The way I like to look at it, there's kind of 3 main trails that go down the mountain, and all of them are exclusive paths where you can't go back up. You're kind of trapped on one direction, so yeah, we'll try to make it simple by going down all 3 one at a time. This is probably the funnest trainer to fight right off the bat here. He's got a Pidgeot. The cool trainers always have pretty cool Pokemon. No pun intended, I guess. But yeah, Return's always going to get the job done with Ursaring there, even on these fully evolved guys. So yeah, that Return is devastatingly powerful. It doesn't have fancy schmancy animation. It doesn't have like a badass name, just Return. So I think it gets kind of undersold for how good of a move it is. But yeah, like for instance, if you're at max happiness, you know, it's 102 base power. So that's, you know, it's better than Surf, it's better than Earthquake. It's definitely up there. So yeah, Return, even though it's not super effective against anything, you don't really need it to be. And that's gonna get me up to level 31. So yeah, and pretty good job by Ursaring. Still hasn't even taken a hit, so you've won my respect. Yeah, I would respect anyone as well with an Ursaring on his team. So let's go ahead and hop down here and just fly down this way. Oops, I missed that item, but no worries. We're going to go back down here a few times, so not a big deal. That will give me something to remember the next time. Guess we'll fight this dude. I was training here alone. Behold the fruits of my labor. Okay, whatever. So this guy's got, I think, just one Pokemon on his team. Looks like a fighting type dude. Yeah, so even though I'm a normal type and weak to fighting, I actually kind of prefer Ursaring against stuff like Machoke because I know I can take him out pretty easily with a Return. So yeah, I kind of knew that I was not going to run the best squad against fightings, and you know, I don't have a Psychic type, I don't have a Flying type, but even Ursaring here, who's weak to Machoke, I kind of count on to get the job done. Now, of course, when it comes to the Elite Four, I'm not probably going to be not sending Ursaring out there against the Machamps and stuff of the world, but for right now, we can do a little Thunder Punch action to get the 2-hit KO, so not bad there, especially since I outspeed him. Yeah, way to go, Black Belt Kenji. And I guess the temptation's going to be to just keep wrecking everything with Ursaring, so let's actually go ahead and give him a break. Let's switch out to, we're in the mountain area, so I think there's lots of Geodudes and stuff around here. I want to go over to Sunflora. So yeah, we'll stick to this path. Oh, Repel wore off. That reminds me, there are plenty of wild Pokemon to find here. Now, if you're playing Gold version, you can find Gligar. Silver version, there is Skarmory. Crystal version, you got both of them, okay? Also, you can find Donphan over here. So kind of the same deal as Ursaring, where you can find the baby form, Phanpy, at the very beginning of the game, and the evolved form at the very end of the game. Now, really quick, so a couple of flying type options between Skarmory and Gligar. Skarmory is great. Gligar, not so much. It's a ground and flying type Pokemon that does not learn a single ground or flying type attack, even though the HM for Fly exists, and the TMs for Dig and Earthquake exist, but they're just like, nope, Gligar's not going to learn any of them. In fact, he's not even going to learn any ground or flying type moves leveling up. We're just going to be complete dicks to Gligar and make sure that he is not successful at all in this game. So yeah, Gligar rant over. Don't know why they were so cruel to that Pokemon. Could have been great, but whatever. I think you can teach it like Sludge Bomb or something. Yeah, this guy's gonna talk about some spunkiness. I don't care, I'm going back to the Gligar rant. Why does he even learn Sludge Bomb? It doesn't make sense. It's good against grass types. Oh, you know what else is good against grass types? Flying! And he's a freaking flying type. So why not just make him a freaking flying type move? Oh, what's that? What's that? You're telling me I can breed a Gligar and get Wing Attack as an egg move? So all I have to do is make my way to the very end of Johto, catch a Gligar, find a compatible partner with low enough standards to breed with a crappy Pokemon with no moves, breed it, go all the way back to the daycare, get a freaking egg, take 10 million steps around the region, then cross my fingers and hope that I didn't screw it up and it has Wing Attack on it. Oh yeah, great, I'll just use a Gligar on my team and hope that I never need to kill an electric type, because all I'll have is a freaking flying type move on them and no ground types. Anyways, whatever. We got a Graveler here. Gligar rant over for now, but we'll see if we have to come back to it later. But yeah, Sunny's gonna run away with it here because this guy just has a full team of the Geodude line, I believe. And yeah, he's got a Golem to finish it off, so should be super easy with a Mega Drain. And really good news, at level 31 we're gonna learn Petal Dance, which is an upgraded grass type move. So yeah, that's gonna be fun for Sunny to have something stronger than 40 base power, which even when I, decide to put the Miracle Seed on it, I usually have the Quick Claw, but even with the Miracle Seed, it doesn't do that much of an increase for it, so yeah, and almost to level 31, that means we'll have to go with another trainer, but no big deal, we'll probably find another hiker around here. And he says his Pokemon weren't spunky enough. I thought you were the Spunk Master, man, but apparently not, so let's work our way down here. I think there's another trainer down here on the right. Nope, that's it for this spot. Okay, so let's actually go surf on this water portion really quick. And there is a hidden item in here. I'm not sure how this works because you don't have to use dive or anything. The PP up is just floating there on the water. I don't know, whatever. But there's a PP up, cool. Not that many of them in the game, but there's one of them there. Also, there's a fruit tree thingy here with a mystery berry. Who knows what it could be? So yeah. That's it for this side of the route, and let's get back on our bike to make this a little bit quicker, but when we go over to this side, we're actually going to go back to where we were a couple of videos ago. This is the Dark Cave on Route 46. If you remember, we came out here, we picked these berry trees. This is the Dark Cave that leads to Violet City. So yeah, if you jumped over that ledge earlier at the beginning of the video, you would come out on this side. So yeah, that's nothing else to say about that. Let's jump down here. Now, the last time we fought trainers on the left side, so this time we're gonna go down, and yeah, I guess, yeah, leave no stone unturned, I think is the saying. We gotta fight every trainer, so yeah, he's gonna show me the power of the mountain Pokemon. Sounds like a great way to get your ass kicked, because I've got Sunflora up in front. So here we go, it's another Hiker Bailey. And he's got, you guessed it, Geodude. And since this is an area of the game that we technically could have accessed a long time ago, they're all going to be at level 13, so yeah, we'll start off with a Mega Drain, and we're finally going to graduate to Petal Dance after this level up here. which I assume that's small enough of a sliver to make up here. Yeah, there we go. Level 31. And 238's not bad when we got 5 of them, but anyways, we got Petal Dance. So, Petal Dance is a 70 base power grass type, way better than 40 base power Mega Drain. However, Petal Dance will confuse you after 2 to 3 turns of use. So, I don't want to put all of my eggs in one bucket in terms of Petal Dance being my only option for a grass type move. So, I'm going to do something a little bit unorthodox. I'm going to hold on to 2 grass type moves, Mega Drain and Petal Dance, and I'm going to hold on to Growth as well because Growth has proven to be a very great move for me. I went over why Cut is going to stay on my team earlier in the video, so yeah, I'll keep Growth. And Hidden Power it's Hidden Power Dark. I just don't know how often I'm going to use it. It's around like 50 base power. I just find that I'm comfortable having all grass type moves on Sunflora. I really only bring Sunflora out to deal with water types, ground types, and things like that. So I don't need to get fancy schmancy and try to have a bunch of poison types and dark types. At the end of the day, all I really need are grass type moves and Growth for Sunflora to be successful. So let's hang in there for this next Geodude. And for reasons like this, I want to have Mega Drain, because you can't sweep through a whole team with just Petal Dance. You're going to run into a brick wall and confuse yourself, much like the move Outrage. So having Mega Drain is actually kind of useful. Now, I'll admit, Mega Drain, I've came around on the move Mega Drain. I used to not be a fan. I thought it was too low on power points, too weak. But it's not so bad when you consider how much HP it restores. And particularly with a Pokemon like Sunflora, I'm getting hit all the time due to my low speed, so I'm constantly taking damage. So it's nice to have Mega Drain, which gets a lot of one-hit KOs against the plethora of Pokemon that are 4 times weak to grass, so you can recover a lot of HP for free. And I'm constantly finding that my Sunflora is just full on health. I'll forget I even need to go to the Pokemon Center. So yeah, for all those reasons, I'm holding on to both of them. Let's go to Petal Dance now to try it out, though, because we only have 2 more of these Geodudes to deal with, so yeah. That means that we're not going to get confused no matter what, so we're in good shape. Yeah, Petal Dance is going to be a crap load of damage, and that'll be very nice to have on my side going down the road as we face the end portions of the game. So one last Geodude here, one poor little son of a gun who's going to have to take a Petal Dance. Yeah, then you're locked into it after that, so you have no choice of opting out. So yeah, just don't go into Petal Dance if you're about to take on a fire type or something. And we got a critical hit on that. Poor guy, he just took like an 840 base power frickin' grass type attack. Mercy, you show me your power. Yeah, you're goddamn right I showed you my power. 840 base power, baby. Should have had the Miracle Seed on there. Yeah, so this is going to bring you back all the way to Route 46, or we were already on Route 46, but actually we're on Route, what is it, 29? Yeah, and this is right next to New Barktown, the very beginning of the game, so that means it is time to fly back, not in the Pokedex, but right here, and let's fly back to the top and go down this mountain again, this time down one of the paths on the left side. So yeah, handy to have a person with fly if you're going to be doing this. Let's go ahead and bike back down. And Route 45, let's go to the left side this time around. And I think there's a bunch more items when you go down this side, so we'll grab this one first, the Elixir. Seems like we've been getting a bunch of those lately. Yeah, let's hop down here, and we already got a trainer, so yeah, let's go. My Pokemon are power-packed. Yeah, I bet you're all talk, bro. Let's see what you're really made of. Another hiker, that's like 3 hikers in a row. Hiker Perry. Of course, we are going down the mountainside here, which you can't really tell because it's Gen 2 and the graphics are, you know, Gen 2 graphics, but I guess we're supposed to actually be going down a mountain here. I'll go with a Mega Drain on Onix, because yeah, Onix is actually kind of fast. You tend to think it's a slow Pokemon because it's a rock, but he's got some speed, so yeah, Mega Drain will make up for that damage there. And that's why it's kind of nice to have both. You can kind of go back and forth there. Just a lot of the stuff in this game is so weak to grass that you can get by with the weaker 40 base power. Wahaha! I'm the big loser! Yeah, you should go on that show, dude. Anyways, down the mountain we go. Here's another trainer. Yeah, not a hiker this time, though, so hopefully Sunflora can still get the job done. Alright, whatever. Yeah, so we got cool trainers on this route, we got hikers, what do we got next? Oh, yeah, it's the female cool trainer, nice. They always have cool Pokemon. Oh, Meryl, not so cool, whatever. I guess you don't see Meryl all too often. Let's just go with a Petal Dance, and if we get confused, then we'll just switch out or something. But yeah, Meryl's actually quite bulky, so I don't know, maybe you can take a Mega Drain. Yeah, Petal Dance, though, is gonna be the new move. Petal Dance gets even more powerful in the later generations, but 70 base power is just fine for Gen 2. It's the most damage you can dish out on the first turn with a grass type, unless you have Solar Beam charged up or something like that, so it's kind of the most reliable move to just immediately dish out damage on the first turn in battle, though. So we'll stick with Petal Dance, of course, it kind of locks you in there. He's going to raise up his defense, not going to help you out with the Petal Dance, which is, of course, a special attack. And yeah, that's the one underrated thing about Sunflora, just it runs like an over 100 base special attack. And there's another critical hit! Everybody get on the crit train, baby! We're on a roll right now. It's going to get me up to level 32. And what's up next? Let's see if we can hang in there. It's another War Turtle. We've been seeing a lot of these first gen kind of starter evolutions lately. Hopefully we're not confused. Nice! We got the third turn with Petal Dance. That's what we're looking for. So that's gonna, yeah, perfect. Takes out the entire team, one hit at a time. So there we go. Yeah, now Sunflora is pretty unstoppable as a grass type. For a while there were definitely a lot of water types that could live in one hit, but not anymore so much. So let's actually go ahead and give Sunflora a break. Now that he's up at level 32 or whatever, we'll get someone else caught up. So let's actually go over to Politoed, who I've been looking forward to using. He hasn't gotten a lot of action since evolving from a Poliwhirl, so yeah, let's go ahead and grab this item right here. It's another nugget, so we can go ahead and sell that at the mart when we have some time. Let's see, I guess we gotta go down on the left side here. No problem. Oh yeah, another item. There are a ton of items here on the left side, so we've got a revive, and it looks like a couple of trainers down here. So let's start with the dude at the top, I guess. Repel's effect wore off. Well, luckily there's no grass around me, so hopefully we can get back without any more wild battles. Why do I climb mountains? Because they're there. Why do I train Pokemon? Because they're there. I don't think you can just use that logic in all situations. Just because it's there doesn't mean you just do it. Like, why do you keep chasing those kids around the neighborhood? Oh, because they're there. Like, you can't just do that all the time. Whatever, he's got a Diglett on his team. And we've got a Politoed. So yeah, if you guys are not caught up, we did evolve our Poliwhirl into a Politoed. So yeah, we got the King's Rock and all of that. You have to download a separate emulator type thing to pull off the trades, and it's a complicated process where you have to copy your own file and do a trade back with yourself. It's not on the main emulator that I use, so I could have recorded it, but it would have been crappy and whatever. It was hard enough just to pull it off, so I did it off screen, but there are some videos on YouTube that explain how to do it if you're interested. But yeah, so now I have a Politoed, and it was definitely worth all the effort that went into pulling off the trade, though. I'll definitely admit that, because previously I never knew how to do it, so it's very nice to have the option now. Definitely wanted to take advantage of it, so yeah, and Politoed's of course going to wreck the Doug Duo and Doug Trio, so there we go. Losses. They're there too! Yep, just like everything else. It was just there, so you had to take it. Alright, so what are we going to do? We already went down that side. That's where we got the hidden item on the water and all that stuff. So let's go ahead and... This guy actually won't battle you unless you talk to him. He's really, really tough. This guy does not exist in Gold and Silver version. He only shows up in Crystal. Although he talks a lot about the Battle Tower, so for all I know he's in the Battle Tower in Gold and Silver version. But he's definitely he's probably the toughest trainer on this route. Tougher than all of the cool trainers even. Starts with a Pharaoh, so let's go ahead and give him an Ice Punch. That's super effective. And hopefully going to be a one-hit KO. Ice Punch is going to be a big-time move for me in the upcoming gyms, seeing that it's super effective against dragons. So, yeah, and we recently got the Never Melt Ice, an item that will boost up Ice-type moves, and apparently I should have put that on him to get that one-hit KO. Darn. Well, actually, now that I think about it, I do have the, what do you call it, the Mystic Water attached to him, so I think Surf might have actually, yeah, it would have done more damage than Ice Punch, but whatever. We will try to not make those mistakes in the Elite Four when it counts. Anyways, I get Swirly up to level 31. That was a pretty quick level up. And next we got a Primeape. So yeah, I'm liking this team full of fully evolved Pokemon. And Primeape, of course, we don't have anything super effective for. So yeah, let's go back to Surf. One nice little perk for Politoed is that it's got better special attack than Poliwrath. So even though Poliwrath has better overall stats slightly, Politoed packs more punch in the Surf attack. So kind of my preference there. There's a critical hit Fury Swipes. Hopefully it doesn't hit 5 times. Okay, only 2 times, so let's go with the Headbutt. It's the quickest move to finish him off there. Quickest in terms of how long the animation takes. But in my opinion, it wouldn't be fun to turn off the battle animation, so I always leave it on. We've got a Tauros to finish things off. Let's actually go ahead and switch out to Ursaring, because I do have Dynamic Punch, the only super effective attack I have on normal types. And Tauros is one of the best in the game, one of the best in the business for sure, so I want to make sure I have Ursaring. We'll go normal type versus normal type here, and let's give Dynamic Punch a try. Normally I'd probably just go with Return, it's a little bit safer, but Dynamic Punch is a lot of fun, so I want to try it out. And of course we're going to miss the first time, it's only 50% accuracy, so flip a coin. But yeah, we'll try it again. It's honestly pretty hard to resist temptation and back off from the low accuracy moves once you commit to them. But there we go, we got the sweet animation, and we'll knock him all the way back to the 3rd grade. Even if Tauros was to live, it would be confused, so yeah, Dynamic Punch is freaking awesome when it lands. So there we go, Camper Quentin was defeated. I was tough at the Battle Tower. Well, maybe I should try out the Battle Tower when it's all said and done. If Camper Quentin was beating people there, ooh, who knows what I could get done. But yeah, that's going to do it for this little portion. He's going to keep talking about the Battle Tower, and he says he never ever loses there, which makes me want to go even more. But this is the same little portion that we were just at a minute ago, so that means we're going to fly back up, and I think we only have one more trainer to fight here on this godforsaken route that you can't get back up without flying, so yeah. Oh, and we still have that one item that I forgot the first time down, so let's not forget that. That'd be terrible to do all this and forget that item. So, I think my repel wore off, so we're just gonna hope for the best, but we can fight this guy before there's any grass. Be prepared for anything! Let me see if your Pokemon have been raised properly. Yeah, definitely been raised properly. I guess I gotta test you to see if your Pokemon have been raised properly. Probably not, since you're a hiker, and all you guys have Pokemon that are all weak to water and grass. Oh, but he's mixing it up with a Machop. I love it. Every once in a while you find a hiker with a Machop, and this guy's just convinced that he's prepared for anything. He's like, hold on, what if all my Pokemon aren't 4 times weak to water and grass? What if I use a Machop on my team? Now I'm ready for anything. Yeah, problem is Machop can still get one-hit KO'd. I just love that. This guy thinks he's like the genius of the hiker community. I've figured it out. I'll throw a Machop on the team, and then they won't be able to stop me. I'm prepared for anything. Anyways, let's go ahead and take care of this one too. And this is actually shaping up to be maybe the longest video of the walkthrough, but I don't know if there's a good place to break this up into 2 videos, so it's just going to be one mega long episode, which I'm sure you guys don't have a problem with. That's almost going to get me up to level 32, but I guess we can finish off this final Graveler, and that will be all the trainers in the video, so perfect ending here. So yeah, of course he had to have one Pokemon that was 4 times weak to grass and water. Wouldn't be a true hiker if he didn't. So yeah, there we go. Politoed gets it done once again. Of course, he took a little bit of a beating from that Battle Tower trainer, but that's no big deal. There we go, level 32. So we beat Hiker Eric. Hiker Eric. There's a lot of Eric. Eric is basically in the word hiker, isn't it? Okay, so it's confirmed. If you scramble the letters around, you can spell Eric, and then there's an H in there. That took me way too long. Okay, I forgot about the repels while I was doing that whole Hiker Eric thing. Dang it. Alright, I'm committed to getting through here without repels, I guess. There we go, it's the stupid Max Potion. We should have got that originally, but there we go. We struggled for it, and we finally got it. So, now we are done with all of this crap. I keep going to the Pokedex by accident. Let's go back to our fly guy, and we will fly all the way back to Goldenrod City. And I'll have to make sure I get my Elekid out of the PC if I want to use them in battle anytime soon, but yeah, back here in Goldenrod, now that we have our 7 gym badges, you're going to see a lot of Team Rocket guys around here. There might have been a Team Rocket or 2 here originally, but now they're all over the place, particularly around the radio tower. So this is the next big mission of the game. We gotta clear out the radio tower with all the Team Rocket grunts, and then after that we can go and fight Claire, the 8th gym leader. So I will see you guys all next time. Thanks for watching!